Hello and welcome. This is Facts TV, and today we are eyeing Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards, born August 5, 2001, is an American professional basketball player for the Minnesota Timberwolves of the National Basketball Association, NBA. As a shooting guard, he played college basketball for the Georgia Bulldogs and was selected with the first overall pick by the Timberwolves in the 2020 NBA draft. Anthony spent his early life in Oakland City, Atlanta, Georgia. When he was 3 years old, he was given the nickname Ant-Man by his father. During his childhood days, he played football in the running back, quarterback, and cornerback positions. Edwards played youth football for the Atlanta Vikings and became one of the best Pop Warner running backs in the country by age 10. He switched his focus to basketball because he thought it looked more fun after watching his brothers play the sport. Anthony often played basketball with his brothers at their grandmother's house. Entering 9th grade, he began training with Justin Holland, a former college basketball player for Liberty and an Atlanta-based basketball trainer. Due to his success with the Atlanta Express 15 under Amateur Athletic Union team, he was considered a 4-star recruit by rivals in 2016. Edwards began playing high school basketball for Therrell High School in Atlanta as a member of the 2019 class. In early January 2017, he transferred to Holy Spirit Preparatory School in Atlanta and reclassified to the 2020 class. He made the move in an effort to improve his academic performance, since Holy Spirit Preparatory had small class sizes and support to help that. In March 2018, Anthony helped Holy Spirit Preparatory defeat the Heritage School for the Georgia Independent School Association, GISA, Class AAA State Championship. He reclassified back to the 2019 class in November 2018 after seeing academic improvement. As a result, he rose to become the number 1 recruit in the top 247 rankings by recruiting website 247 Sports. In his senior season, his team finished as GISA Class AAA runners-up to the Heritage School, despite 27 points from Edwards. At the end of the season, he was averaging 29 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists per game. He garnered USA Today All-USA First Team recognition. He played in the McDonald's All-American Game and Jordan Brand Classic in March and April 2019, respectively. By consensus among major recruiting services 247 Sports, ESPN, and Rivals, Anthony was rated a 5-star recruit, top 5 player, and the top shooting guard in the 2019 class. On February 11, 2019, he committed to play college basketball for Georgia, becoming the program's best recruit in the modern recruiting era. He chose the Bulldogs over offers from Florida State, Kansas, Kentucky, and North Carolina. Edwards was drawn to Georgia because 2 of his favorite players, Dwayne Wade and Victor Oladipo, had been coached in college by head coach Tom Crean. His daughter, Island, was born March 2024. He left the Timberwolves game against the Sacramento Kings at halftime to be with Island's mother, Shannon Jackson, as their child was born. Anthony's mother, Yvette, and grandmother, Shirley, both died of cancer during an 8-month span in 2015, when he was in 8th grade. He has worn the number 5 basketball jerseys since high school to honor them, as they both died on the 5th day of the month. After their deaths, Edwards was raised by his sister, Antoinette, and brother, Antoine, who shared legal custody of him. His younger brother, Bubba Edwards, is an aspiring rapper also known as Different. Bubba has an associate's degree in biology and has credited Anthony for supporting his musical career. In high school, he frequently worked as an instructor at youth camps. Anthony intended to major in marketing while attending the University of Georgia. During his childhood, he also starred in baseball, often acting as his team's 4th or 5th hitter in the batting order. He has jokingly said he was very skilled at a variety of sports when he was younger. Edwards owns 2 dogs and has also expressed his affinity for lions, although he does not believe he has the requisite space to care for one. He made his acting debut in the 2022 sports drama film Hustle. In 2023, Adidas released the AE1, his first signature shoe. It quickly became a bestseller, prompting the company to sign him to a multi-year extension worth around $50 million. In September 2022, Anthony posted a video to Instagram story referring to a group of shirtless men standing on a sidewalk with a homophobic slur. The NBA fined him $40,000 for using offensive and derogatory language. In December 2023, Paige Jordy, an Instagram model, accused him of impregnating her and then offering her $100,000 to get an abortion. Jordy posted screenshots of text messages with Edwards. The screenshots, which were initially posted to Jordy's Instagram story, also included a screenshot of a pending wire transfer of $100,000 on November 27, 2023. He responded, "I am handling my personal matters privately and will not be commenting on them any further at this time." Anthony has a variety of interests beyond basketball. Notably, he has a passion for table tennis and even attended a match to cheer on U.S. Olympian Lily Zhang. He also enjoys music. Edwards has been involved in various charitable activities, including youth mentorship programs, emphasizing the importance of giving back. On November 5, 2019, he made his debut for the Georgia Bulldogs, recording 24 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 steals in a 91-72 win over Western Carolina. It was the most points by a Georgia freshman debutant since Basketball Hall of Fame inductee Dominique Wilkins in 1979. On November 26, he scored a season-high 37 points, including 33 in the second half, and posted 6 rebounds, 4 steals, and 3 blocks in a 93-85 loss to third-ranked Michigan State at the Maui Invitational. Anthony became the first Georgia freshman to score at least 37 points in a game since Jackie Dorsey in 1975. In his final game at the tournament, he led all scorers with 24 points and made the game-winning shot against NCAA Division II team Chaminade. On February 1, 2020, he recorded 29 points and 15 rebounds, both game highs, in a 63-48 victory over Texas A&M. In his next game, Edwards led all scorers with 32 points in an 81-75 loss to Florida. On February 26, he scored 36 points and collected 7 rebounds, 4 assists and 4 steals, in a 94-90 overtime defeat to South Carolina. As a freshman, he averaged 19.1 points, 5.2 rebounds, and 2.8 assists per game. Anthony was the top scorer on his team and among freshmen nationally. He earned second-team All-SEC and SEC Freshman of the Year honors. He collected SEC Freshman of the Week accolades 4 times during the season, the most in program history. Edwards was also one of 5 finalists for the Jerry West Award, which recognizes the top collegiate shooting guard. On March 20, 2020, in the spring of his freshman year, he declared for the 2020 NBA draft as one of the most touted prospects in his class. He signed with an agent, foregoing his remaining college basketball eligibility. The 2020 NBA draft was delayed by 5 months due to the COVID-19 pandemic. In November 2020, the Minnesota Timberwolves selected Anthony as the number 1 overall pick on draft night. On December 23, 2020, he made his NBA debut, putting up 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists in 25 minutes, in a 111-101 win against the Detroit Pistons. On March 18, 2021, he scored a then career-high 42 points, along with 7 rebounds and 3 assists, in a game against the Phoenix Suns, becoming the 3rd youngest player to score 40-plus points in NBA history. After the season, Edwards finished second in Rookie of the Year voting and was named to the NBA All-Rookie First Team. On November 10, 2021, he scored a then career-high 48 points on 7 three-pointers in a 123-110 loss to the Golden State Warriors. On December 15, he had 38 points and a franchise record 10 three-pointers in a 124-107 win over the Denver Nuggets. Anthony became the youngest NBA player ever with 10 three-pointers in a game, breaking the previous record set in 2015 by Kyrie Irving at age 22. He also reached 2,000 career points in fewer games than any player in franchise history. On January 25, 2022, in a 109-107 win over the Portland Trail Blazers, he became the first player in NBA history to record a stat line of at least 40 points, 9 rebounds, 3 blocks, 3 steals, and 5 three-pointers in a single game. Edwards joined Carmelo Anthony as the only players to score 40 points without an assist at 20 years old or younger. On April 7, 2022, he scored a then career-high 49 points in a 127-121 win over the San Antonio Spurs. In his playoff debut on April 16, 2022, He logged 36 points and 6 assists in a 130-117 Game 1 win over the Memphis Grizzlies in the opening round of the 2022 NBA playoffs. Minnesota lost to Memphis despite Anthony's 30-point, 5-rebound, 5-assist, 2-steal and 2-block outing in the 114-106 closeout loss in Game 6. On January 21, 2023, he scored a season-high 44 points, including a season-high 8 three-pointers, along with 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, and 3 blocks in a 113-104 win over the Houston Rockets. On February 10, 2023, he was named an All-Star for the first time in his career as a reserve. Edwards and De'Aaron Fox were announced as injury replacements for injured stars Stephen Curry and Zion Williamson. On April 9th, in the final game of the 2022-23 season, he recorded 26 points, 13 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals, and 4 blocks to help lead the Timberwolves to a 113-108 win over the New Orleans Pelicans, earning the 8th seed in the Western Conference play-in tournament. In Game 2 of the Timberwolves' first-round playoff series against the Denver Nuggets, Anthony put up 41 points in a 122-113 loss. His 41 points also set a Timberwolves franchise record for the most points scored in a playoff game, surpassing Sam Castle's previous record of 40. On April 21st, in Game 3 of the first round of the playoffs, he scored 36 points in a 120-111 loss. Edwards joined Kobe Bryant with the second most 30-point NBA playoff games before turning 22 years old. In Game 4, he had 34 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks and scored a crucial three-pointer to lead the Timberwolves to a 114-108 overtime win. In Game 5, the Timberwolves were eliminated from the playoffs by the eventual NBA champion Nuggets despite 29 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 blocks by Edwards. With the Nuggets leading 112-109 in the final seconds of the game, Anthony missed a game-tying three-pointer at the buzzer. He changed his jersey number from number 1 to number 5 before the 2023-24 season. On November 13, 2023, he was named the NBA Western Conference Player of the Week for the first time in his career after leading Minnesota to an undefeated week, 4-0, with averages of 31.3 points, 6.3 rebounds, 6.8 assists, and 2.0 steals. On January 27, 2024, Edwards recorded 32 points, 6 rebounds, and a career-high 12 assists in a 113-112 loss against the San Antonio Spurs. On February 1st, he was named to his second All-Star game as a Western Conference reserve. On April 9th, he put up a then career-high 51 points in a 130-121 win over the Washington Wizards. At the season's end, Anthony was named to the All-NBA second team for the first time in his career. In Game 4 of the first round of the playoffs against Phoenix, he scored 31 of his 40 points in the second half, along with 9 rebounds and 6 assists in a 122-116 win to close out the series. It was the Timberwolves' first playoff series win in 20 years. Edwards also surpassed Kevin Garnett for the most 30-point playoff games in Timberwolves franchise history, with 8. In Game 1 of the Western Conference semifinals, he scored a then playoff career-high and franchise postseason record 43 points in a 106-99 victory over the Nuggets. He joined Kobe Bryant as the only players with consecutive 40-point games at age 22 or younger in NBA postseason history. In Game 4 of the Western Conference semifinals, Anthony scored a playoff career-high and franchise postseason record 44 points, along with 5 rebounds and 5 assists, in a 115-107 loss to the Nuggets. In Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals, he posted a near triple-double with 29 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists in a 105-100 victory over the Dallas Mavericks. Minnesota would go on to lose to Dallas in 5 games despite Edwards' 28-point, 9-rebound, and 6-assist outing in a 124-103 closeout loss in Game 5. On January 4, 2025, Edwards scored a career-high 53 points and tied his career high with 10 three-pointers in a 119-105 loss to the Detroit Pistons. On January 25th, he surpassed Karl Anthony Towns for the most career three-pointers in Timberwolves franchise history with 976 in a 133-104 win over the Denver Nuggets. On January 30th, he was named to his third All-Star game in a row as a Western Conference reserve. On February 5th, Anthony recorded 49 points, 20 in the third quarter, and 9 rebounds in a 127-109 win over the Chicago Bulls. He tied Kevin Garnett for the second most 30-point games and tied Karl Anthony Towns for the most 40-point games in team history. The next day, he had 41 points, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists in a 127-114 win over the Houston Rockets. It was his 14th career 40-point game, passing Towns for the most in franchise history. Edwards became just the third player in Minnesota history to tally back-to-back 40-point games, joining Andrew Wiggins, 2017, and Kevin Love, 2014. He also broke the record for the youngest player in NBA history to reach 1,000 career three-point baskets, 23Y, 185D. On February 10th, he put up 44 points in a 128-107 loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Anthony became the first player in Timberwolves franchise history to achieve at least 3 consecutive 40-point games. He was a member of the United States national team that competed in the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup. He started all 8 games and was selected in the All-FIBA World Cup team. Edwards was the leading scorer for the U.S., averaging 18.9 points per game. The team finished in 4th place. He was named to the 2024 Olympic team. He helped Team USA win the gold medal, and in 6 games, he averaged 12.8 points, 2.8 rebounds, 1.2 assists, and 1.3 steals per game while shooting 58% from the field. Anthony's listed at 6 feet 4 inches, 1.93 meters, and weighs 225 pounds, 102 kilograms. He's known for his explosive athleticism, often going viral for his thunderous poster dunks, including one over John Collins that the NBA named the 2023-24 Dunk of the Year. The Ringer called him a preposterous athlete with a nice jumper and better instincts. He's drawn comparisons to a young Michael Jordan for his ability to finish around the rim. They have a lot of the same mannerisms. The moves, the fadeaway, the athleticism, the poster dunks, that same kind of work ethic, that same kind of I don't sleep at all at night because I'm ready to play, I'm ready to hoop, according to teammate Mike Conley. Despite pre-draft concerns that he was a limited long-range scorer, Edwards has developed an efficient, high-volume three-point shot, shooting 36% on almost 8 attempts per game. In 2024, he became the youngest player in NBA history to make 800 threes. His stout frame, lateral speed, and competitiveness have helped transform his reputation on the defensive end. Team USA coach Steve Kerr called his on-ball defense amazing during the FIBA World Cup. His ability to match up against both long wings and shifty guards has garnered praise from Timberwolves head coach Chris Finch. Edwards himself believes his defense is overlooked by the national media. Anthony has amassed an impressive collection of valuables, reflecting his success and growing wealth as an NBA star. Real estate. Luxury home in Minnesota. He owns a stunning mansion in Minnesota, close to where he plays for the Timberwolves. The property features a home gym, a basketball court, and a state-of-the-art entertainment system. Cars. Lamborghini Urus. Known for its speed and luxury, this SUV is one of Edwards' prized possessions. Rolls-Royce Cullinan. A symbol of elegance and comfort, this car is another standout in his collection. Tesla Model X. Reflecting his interest in sustainability, Anthony also owns this electric vehicle. Jewelry. Edwards is a fan of custom jewelry and is often seen wearing diamond-encrusted chains, bracelets, and watches. Edwards has a custom chain with his nickname Ant-Man, which is a fan favorite. Other possessions. Sneaker collection. As a basketball player, he has an extensive collection of sneakers, including rare and custom designs. Gaming setup. Being a fan of video games, Anthony has a high-end gaming setup for streaming and playing online. He has already earned several accolades in his basketball career, showcasing his talent and impact on the sport. High school and college. McDonald's All-American, 2019. Recognized as one of the top high school players in the nation. SEC Freshman of the Year, 2020. Awarded during his time at the University of Georgia. All-SEC Second Team, 2020. For his outstanding performance in college basketball. NBA achievements. NBA All-Rookie First Team, 2021. Acknowledging his impressive debut season. Three-time NBA All-Star, 2023 to 2025. Highlighting his consistent excellence and popularity. All-NBA Second Team, 2024. Recognizing his elite performance among the league's best players. International. Olympic gold medalist, 2024. Represented the United States at the Paris Olympics, contributing to the team's success. Anthony Edwards' net worth is estimated to be around $40 million as of 2025. This wealth comes primarily from his NBA salary, endorsements, and other ventures. Thank you for your continued support. Kindly subscribe, share, like, and leave behind a thumbs up so that you certainly don't miss any of my latest celebrity content.